Hey guys. I'm be right back. Doing a video yesterday. Anyway, I'm eating Pocky. Okay. Four dog Davids of destruction. Heed my call. Sandy, Jumpy, Magazine, Champy. Fun fact. 3 of the dog Devas of destruction are boys, but 1 is a female. Beyond even the third eye of spiritual insight, there is a fourth that gazes into the occult, formed by the sinister combination of these whom you now behold.
You should tell her. Well, then it wouldn't be a surprise now, would it?
For 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. Yeah, together the dark devas are the evil fourth eye, and no visual deception can endure before their obedient, pitiless gaze. What? I'm gonna die of embarrassment just listening to him. Please, Tanaka. Tone it down for all of us to understand.
Sure.
Fine, I will tell you.
What?
This earring was the catalyst that started all. That earring? Be right back, guys. Aloof by nature, I would normally have no intention of attending that social gathering you mortals call a party. But my blood stirred with unusual excitement of the thought of the conclave this night. Perhaps a part of me sensed the impending tragedy. I'm confiscating this. You're confiscating it. Restraints for the savage beast of darkness. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's Cerberus. What is this thing? And indeed, calamity struck in the midst of the bacchanal. Squeak, squeak. Oh, you want some of that? Very well. My hero, get us over here. But, sorry, before the world fell beneath that total eclipse, a stealthy shadow caught me unaware in a moment of carelessness and cast the earring through a crevice into the underworld. Man, looks like it fell the whole way. I can barely make it out. I'm onto you, fiend. Seeing that I have insufficient mana at the moment, you mean to prevent me from summoning the that word as well. Why are you plotting? I'm innocent. Ah! Thereafter, I used every means imaginable to search the premises. I don't think you can get through. I'm waiting! Until, at long last, the four dark devas came upon a corner where the invading black dragon Champi made a grand discovery amidst the chaos. Hidden in the depths of treacherous cardboard mountains, he found the passage of chaos that descends to the underworld. Upon obtaining an enchant light from the supermarket, I discarded all thoughts of safety and ventured below. At the end of my solitary journey, the earring was in my possession once more. Tremble in fear before my awesome power. So much for all those powers he keeps boasting about. And from the sound of it, those little hamsters did most of the work. So Tanaka, but the weird thing that wound up with your screwdriver in the case of dangerous items.
But when I had to pick a campaign manager to introduce
Anyway,
Mr. Wilkins told me to pick the student I trusted most. It was
this means it's possible to enter the crawl space from the storage room.
I still remember what you said when you introduced me. I trust
Since it's completely open down there, the culprit could hop straight from the storage room to the dining hall. I leave them plenty of time to commit murder. If they went through the storage room, it explained why the blood-stained tablecloth was there. During the party, the killer slipped down into the crawl space from the storage room. Be right back. Byakuya have it. Sound about right? Are you sure about that? Huh, so what, you think it sounds flashier like a squelch or crunch? No, I wasn't talking about the sound effects. You said the culprit snuck under the floorboards, but wouldn't that mean they ditched the party? The only people accounted for during the party were Nanami, and I keep telling you, it was too dark to go anywhere. Twogami confiscated all my stuff. He didn't leave me with anything I could use as a light. A light? Wasn't there something about a light? Although I wasn't with you during the party, I was keeping watch at the entrance the whole time. I'm sure Monami over there will testify as much, won't you? Certainly, I'm happy to serve as your witness. I spent a lot of time in the kitchen, but popped in and out of the dining hall to drop off more cooked dishes. In which case, that brings us down to... does it? It was Kuzuryu. What? Why the heck are you accusing me? I call it like I see it. Everyone attended the party and put up with Twogami's spy searches except for you. It'd be a piece of cake for you to get in position with the weapon. Good point. All he had to do was go under the floorboards like a cockroach before the party and feast his eyes on the pantry buffet above. Then he could go out through the storage room during the power outage. Cut the crud. Trying to lay murder rap on me, I'll rub you out. Point made. Just the other day you boast about how you could do us in if it would. Not so fast. Koizumi, I don't think it was him. Kuzuryu has a legitimate alibi. What? Why I was standing guard with Monami? Love. Oh, Kuzuryu. Hey, what you doing all by yourself out here? Ain't the party inside? I'm on lookout so Monokuma doesn't get in. And I'm here with her. Okay, look who's taking one for the team. Anyway, what can I help you with? Do you need the others maybe? It's nothing. I just came out to get some fresh air. I saw Kuzuryu after the party started, so I don't see how he could possibly have lain in wait under the floorboards. But if you're innocent, why were you hanging out around the old building? Don't even bother with some cringeworthy excuse like I actually wanted to attend the party and came to scope things out, okay? That's not why. You mean there really was a way to access the crawl space from outside and you were going to check it out? Don't put no words in my mouth. Anyway, you cannot traverse to the underworld through the outside realm. I helped to knock a search outside, but we couldn't find anything even remotely resembling a way in. I can declare with solemn certitude, after scrying and discerning every nook inside and out, that only one passage is open. Meaning the culprit's only option was to use the access panel in the storage room during the party after all. To be precise, it was during the power outage, right? If one of us slipped out, no one would even notice. What if the culprit followed a string like Komeda did with the cord? Unlike the lance cord, a ridiculously long string would draw attention. Think there was another pair of night vision goggles? But fumbling through that hallway clear down to the storage room during the blackout would be like trying to make eggs Benedict without any eggs. Eggs Benedict what? Don't know what that is, but it sounds good. Teru has a point. I couldn't even make it to the stinking office. Couldn't they use some sort of light, like a, what do you call it, lighter? Wouldn't Twogami confiscate either of those during his buy search? Shut up, skink. Wah! A lighter. No, that's not it. I'm certain something else must have slipped through Twogami's searches. The portable stove. Huh? Portable stove? Wait, he called it a hot plate, but it was on the equipment list Twogami showed me before the fight. It's small enough to carry and could still light up even if we didn't have power. Not to mention it was already in the old building as part of the kitchen fixtures, so it bypassed Twogami's buy searches. Furthermore, it wasn't locked in the case that contained dangerous items. With this, it'd be a piece of cake for the killer to get through the dark hallway. Interesting, I overlooked the portable stove. Nevertheless, Hinata, that's wrong. There is a hole in your reasoning. What? Come on, don't you remember what Soda just told us? He couldn't even find his way to the office. If the culprit relied on the light of the portable stove to navigate through that dark hallway, wouldn't it attract Soda's attention? He was wandering aimlessly in those very halls. Or do you mean to suggest you have misgivings about the testimony made by none other than your friend and classmate Soda? Which means the killer is Hinata. Wait, it's not like I'm questioning your story or anything. I wasn't implying that. As you may recall, a section of the hallway wall could be used to block light. The fire doors concealed the light. Concealed, but yes. Even if there were some gaps in the doors, a sharp turn was only a few feet away. They'd fully blocked the light once the culprit mounted the van. Haha, amazing. I should have known those doors wouldn't escape the eye of the ultimate. Oops, you still can't remember what you are, can you? Sorry, no offense meant. That doesn't matter right now. The jerk, he was playing dumb about the doors from the get-go. Alright then, how's this? Let's say the culprit used the portable stove and fire doors just as you said, Hinata. Is he testing me? But why? What then? Assuming they went to the storage room and entered the crawl space, what did they do from there? It would be just as dark, so how was the culprit able to get into position and stab Twogami? You know better than to claim they shined a light on him, don't you? If he caught the target's attention, the gig was up. You don't know the answer, do you? Because you never investigated the crawl space for yourself. But Tanaka does. He saw that area with his own two eyes. Come on, did anything stand out to you? Anything at all? Looking back, I was too preoccupied with reclaiming my power to give it more than a passing glance. But the floorboards in the vicinity of Twogami's dripping blood glowed mournfully in the darkness, as if in dim vigil for his loss. They were glowing. Do you think it was the luminescent paint? If there was a guiding light to mark the spot, wouldn't it allow the culprit to reach their goal in the dark? The guiding lights were the coat of luminescent paint on the knife and the floorboards it shined through. Either one could lead the culprit to the target regardless how dark it was. In that case, the killer totally used the moment the glowy knife moved in someone's hand as their clue. I see. The very guide Komeda prepared to obtain the knife served as the culprit's signal to attack. Oh, now I get it. Since Twogami was holding the knife, he got killed instead of me. You're so transparent. Wait, for the culprit to take advantage of the knife, wouldn't it mean they knew about Komeda's plan? That's exactly what it means. If I remember right, Komeda spent the entire day after drawing the chopstick on his own cleaning the old building. However, that's under the premise we're excluding certain individuals. If I connect the dots across all of the evidence and gimmicks we've uncovered, it could only be, say, Hanamura. Will you mind telling us how you spent your time after the drawing up until the party? Huh? I pretty much spent the day prepping the food out in the old building's kitchen. I went all out to dazzle your taste buds with extraordinary party food, worthy of the ultimate chef. You know what they say, all good food takes time. Of course, an amazing chef like me can whip up wonders in a flash. Hey, does Teru's cooking have something to do with the case? I knew it. Sure does. He just confirmed my suspicion. The only person who could have learned about Komeda's plans beforehand was you, Hanamura. What? Why me? When did I suddenly become the bad guy? Where did that just come from, Hajime? If you'd like to object, you're certainly welcome to. But in all honesty, I don't see how it could be anyone else when I add up everything we found. You bet I object. Why are you accusing me? All I did was spend the day cooking for you guys. That's just it. The portable stove used to provide light was kept in the kitchen. Anyone who wanted to use it would need to have been in there. Likewise, the same is true of the fire doors. They were in the perfect spot to form a barricade that concealed the kitchen and storage room from everyone on the dining hall side. Hold on there. I can't believe that's all it took for you to suddenly declare it's me. There's more to it than just that. When you get down to it, everyone in the dining hall was incapable of committing this murder. Thanks to his night vision goggles, Twogami would have caught any suspicious character trying to sneak out. Much like how he stopped Komeda's plans in their tracks. The key point to this case is that Komeda used his ultimate talent to arrange this party at the old building. Twogami to coordinate the event, Komeda to clean. Only 3 people went there before the party started. Sorry, I forgot to read that part. And Hanamura to cook up the feast, no one else. Assuming the culprit was able to discover Komeda's plans, this prep time was their only window of opportunity. Going by the process of elimination, we can cross off Twogami since he was the victim. And it was outright impossible for Komeda if none of us in the dining hall or outside could sneak into the crawl space that leads you, as the person all of the evidence is pointing at. Is it true, Hanamura? Are you the true culprit who did pull Byakuya in? No, you've got it all wrong. It's really not what you think. Then you better get to explaining what parts of that was wrong. I was just... That won't do, Hanamura. You shouldn't make such unseemly outbursts, not when you possess a talent as wonderful as that of the ultimate cook, who will shape the future of the culinary world. If you swallow these accusations laced in nightshade, the future of the culinary world, that's right, you're a symbol of hope in your own right. Remember, you need to face this head on for the sake of your profession, not just for yourself. Yes, a symbol of, yeah, I am, aren't I? What's nightshade? Does it taste good? Beats me. I've heard belladonna is pretty good too. Why don't you try some later? Komeda, why are you butting in? Relax, Hanada. If you keep scowling, your face is going to freeze like that. If you're feeling upset, remember, take nice deep breaths. You're the goddamn pro at getting peeps upset. You want? I should shut that smart mouth of yours for good. Fine with me. What? If that is what you ultimate desire, I will gladly forfeit my life. Just at the moment, however, we're in the midst of an important debate that makes you all shine most beautifully. I'd appreciate if it could wait until we're done. You're freaking nuts. Komeda, what is your ulterior motive? Well, indeed, guys, would it be alright if I ask you a question on my own now? I was thinking... If Hanamura was the culprit, that means he went to the crawl space during the power outage. In which case, how do you explain the voices Miyoda heard in the dark? Hey, what are you doing? Stop that! Ow! Yep, I'm 100% positive I heard Teru Teru in the dining hall. Then all that went down right here. Guys, where are you? Crud, the power outage wasn't restricted to just the kitchen. Do you suppose something tripped the breaker? If you ask me, this proves that Hanamura was in the dining hall during the power outage. You bet it does, because I really was there. Wait, weren't you in the kitchen when the breaker tripped? So how come we heard you clear over in the dining hall? I thought just the kitchen lost power and went out without thinking. Of course, the hallway was also super dark, but I managed to inch my way along the wall toward the sound of your voices. Well, technically, it's not impossible to cover the distance between the dining hall and kitchen that way. Really? Yeah, but it sounds fishy to me. Oh, Rory, they say you can tell when a person's lying by looking their sweat. So put me to the test. Come on, let's go. Hey! Heck no, you're a greaseball, and nothing changes the fact I heard his voice in the dining hall. This is one thing I can say with so much certainty. I bet my character stats on it. Sure it wasn't a recording? Nope, that was definitely live. He has a surprisingly hot voice. See, Hanamura was in the dining hall, not the storage room. As such, he couldn't possibly be the killer. Kameda, have you forgotten? Or are you only pretending it slipped your mind? Just because you heard Hanamura's voice in the dining hall doesn't prove he was there. But why? Why are you so obsessed with making me out to be the killer? Hanamura, it's not like I want to call you out. Hinata, you should be more confident. After all, you are simply pursuing the hope that you personally believe in. Keep going, Hajime. Show me more of your hope. Is it strong enough to smash Hanamura's hope to pieces? The floor in the dining hall. The floor was riddled with gaps, remember? Don't joke. As a result, it sounds like Hanamura was in the dining hall, even if he was calling out from under the floorboards. Now I see, Hanamura tried to give the impression he was in the same room as us by intentionally shouting from the crawl space. Correct? Sounding familiar, Hanamura? Just a sec. Give me a second. Is it true, Hanamura? Hey, fess up already. What do you have to say for yourself, Hanamura? I always said to give us a second. Yeah. Get off my back. I've soon added up to where's your I don't know. I'm trying to sound like him, sorry. I told you my wasn't the goddamn dining hall during the blackout. Where are you from again? Me? I was born in West Azabu and raised in South Aoyama. Somehow, I doubt he's from such upscale areas. Hanamura, give me a break. If Hanamura was in the dining hall during the blackout like you two claim, wouldn't he still be there when the lights came back on? Yeah, I should think so. It's not like he could bounce back and forth down that dark hall. Does anyone remember seeing Hanamura at the time? I don't remember. It got dark so suddenly I tripped over something and then the world went topsy-turvy. I was stuffing my face. I was focused on the earring. Yotis oim teasy this. Can any of you prove I wasn't in the dining hall? Actually, I might be able to. You again? Hanamura, if you truly were in the dining hall when we got power back, you will remember how we found Sumiki at that time. But why are you bringing that up? Please don't remind me. Not cool, Hinata. Sorry, but this question is crucial to verify if he was there. Well, Hanamura, if you were in the dining hall, you should know the answer. That fall belonged in a category all its own. It's not that sort of thing you can forget at the drop of a hat. Let me think. Hey, why isn't it coming to me? That's so weird. Guess it slipped my mind, maybe. There's no way a pervert like you would forget something like that. Ma, I'm sorry for putting on such an unsightly display. Well, can you tell us how she felt, Teru? For the record, I captured the moment in perfect detail with my photographic memory. Eep! That doesn't help any. Komeda, say something. You might have to give up. Wait, what do you mean give up? Hanamura, this is just as disappointing for me. I'm sad to see a man I admire reach the limit of his hope. In a way, it almost feels like my own dream is being crushed. Komeda, what's your deal? First you were siding with the killer, now you're throwing him to the dogs. Bloody Gizon. Don't he keep yammering on like I'm the goddamn killer, huh? But didn't we sell that outright? Or ain't nothing sold yet. You still haven't identified the murder weapon. I can't even understand what he's saying anymore. I believe he said you still haven't identified the murder weapon. What? You speak hick? Yes, but this is such a sad argument. It tears my heart. If you want to label us the killer, you got done web deal the murder weapon first. Alright, if you want to label me the killer, you've got to reveal the murder weapon first. Or so he said. Monami, isn't the murder weapon irrelevant? At this point, let's just get this over with. It ain't no elephant. It ain't no elephant at all. It's not irrelevant. It's not irrelevant at all. Looks like we'll have to play along. We'll never sell it this way. So let's see if we can figure out what the murder weapon was. The murder weapon, as I recall, it wasn't the knife. Right, based on Twogami's puncture wounds, it was a narrow blade about 5 millimeters diameter in width. Furthermore, for the blade to impale Twogami from the depths of the underworld, it would need to be at least 50 centimeters long. I'm sure I've seen something that meets both requirements. It was a skewer woodwork, wasn't it? But didn't Twogami lock them in his aluminum case? Yeah, but remember what he said before the party? I noticed the number of skewers doesn't match the list. Well, this is an old building. It was already missing by the time I got here. I wonder where it could be. That missing skewer is the murder weapon, isn't it? Look. Come on, Hanamura. Where'd you stash it? A skewer certainly meets all of the requirements. Avril Lavigne. Huh? He really did say that? Avril Lavigne. He's just spewing out gibberish to avoid the question. The sick freak probably dumped it somewhere on the island. Impossible. Littering is prohibited under the school trip regulations. If he broke the rule itself, silence throughout. And I can verify from my time on guard duty that Hanamura never once stepped out of the old building. Meaning the area he could conceal, it was limited to somewhere in there. How much you wanna bet he hid it in the kitchen? Alas, I never came across any such weapon throughout my explanation of the decrepit building. Naturally, the kitchen was no exception. If Hanamura was the culprit, he could only access the kitchen and storage room during the power outage. I naturally searched both rooms during investigation, but it was just as Tanaka said. I'm sure Twogami checked them too. There weren't any hiding spots large enough for a skewer that could slip past all of. Tanaka, didn't you search every inch of the old building to find a way under the floorboards? By every inch, did that include the party food in the kitchen? A passage to the underworld won't appear in the party food. Do you know nothing of the dark arts? It can't be. Hanamura, you hid the skewer inside the meat on a bone, didn't you? Who the you saying? I'd never hide the weapon, though. There's no way he could hide it in the food. Yeah, there's no way. That's what all of us thought, which is precisely how all of us missed it. On the other hand, pretty much the only place left you could hide the weapon is inside the foods we overlooked. And out of all those dishes, the only one large enough to conceal a skewer is the massive meat on a bone. It's true. Sorry, is it true? I plead the fifth. We'll just have to check it out for ourselves. Please, Monokuma, baby, for real this time. Like that work here. Just stop. Wait. Get that hunk of meat over here. Wait. What? Where'd Monokuma go? Well, you see, meat is murderous. You know. Sorry, some say meat is murder. Oh? Well, looky here. Isn't that a skewer? Right? So it really is. No, I didn't do it. Now, this is one bone you want to make sure it's gone before eating. I know what's going and you planted this. You're conspirant famous. And here that weapon was a testament to your culinary prowess. How should you spoon this incredible craftsmanship only to put up such a meaningless fight? I'm disappointed in you. This is a far cry from what I'd call hope. Hey, Komeda, I'm sorry, but could you be quiet? Yeah, okay. There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way I would ever take the life of Hanamura. It appears this fight is over. Boo-hoo. I see you troops finally made up your goddamn minds. Oops, that meat brought out my wild side. Well, it's high time. We begin the highly anticipated voting time. Make absolutely sure each of you votes for someone. Guy, please press the switch in front of you to cast your vote. Which one will you decide is guilty? Will your verdict come out right or horribly, awfully, fatally wrong? Oop, oop, oop. Don't it give you the shivers? Bye, guys.